There is people here that do homeless outreach with me on a wet and rainy day on a Monday night. Limerick should be the jewel in the Midwest region. Unfortunately, we are not shining. We're not shining at all. At 11 o'clock this morning, I drove through the the streets of Limerick, and there was homeless people sleeping on every corner. This isn't good enough. The other politicians would not even come out and give someone a cup of tea. I mean, seriously. What type of politicians do we call these? Are they one of us? No, they're not. So look, 2 years ago, a friend of mine was found dead in the toilet of a 4-star hotel in Limerick. She was a mother, she was my friend, and she was a human being. She slept on the street for 6 years. She was drowning in despair and in addiction, and it all became too much for her, and she committed suicide. The world in Limerick is a very cold place for people who have problems, despite all the platitudes and the lip service about inclusion from our politicians. We have a fabulous city. It is full of history, it's full of beauty, it's full of potential. However, we do have problems, serious problems. We have a desperate housing issue. People have never even contemplated they could be homeless, are homeless. In our office, we are just over, I'd say 60 people a week are coming in, and with the lack of housing is there, and they're in hotels and hubs and sleeping on the streets because there's not enough hostel beds. Limerick is in my bones. I absolutely love it and I believe in it. It could quite literally be the jewel in the crown of the Midwest, but we will have to do better. All of us have to do better. I can't actually think of another city in Limerick that has the amenities, both natural and man-made, that we have. But it's taken for granted and beset with issues, and the issues again go back to everybody sleeping on the streets of Limerick tonight, and there'll be about 40 or 50 with children in cars that we can't even say because Tussle will actually come and take the children away. We're consistently told the country is awash with money, but we have never seen so many people homeless, so the figures just don't add up. At every corner of Limerick City we have people begging for money. They are my friends because they come to the outreach on a Monday night and they tell me they're not living, they're just existing. This is a black stain on our city. We have a spiralling level of mental health, mental illness, and we are blessed, and I'm pleased to see them here tonight. Limerick Treated Suicide Prevention Group. I call them our angels, who are patrolling the River Shannon day and night in a bid to prevent people committing suicide. Yeah. And they need more support, they need our support, and one of the pledges, if I was elected, is that I will ensure that they have a proper base. They're working from the van at present, and it's just not good enough for these people that are helping part of the mental health crisis in the city. People are under stress and they're under strain, and they're trying to make ends meet to live. We have little children in agony waiting for spondylosis treatment, and they've been promised time and time again that that will happen. This is horrendous both to them and their loved ones who have to watch them suffer. Money is clearly not being spent in the best interests of the people. The waste is absolutely scandalous. Cynical promises are made to get votes, and then they're broken so quickly. I've seen it so many times in Limerick myself. The lack of transparency and accountability is absolutely galling. We are coming up to Easter when we remember 1916, a time in our country when brave and principled men and women fought for our freedom and wrote the proclamation that said and promised, cherish all the children equally. As it stands, they are clearly not being cherished, and this must change. It's time to speak up and stand up for Limerick folks, and everyone in this room has to do the same. Thank you.